Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Trans Supporter here. My name is Nicole, and for those of you who have not already figured out, I am actually a transgender female, going from male to female. Now, today we are going to talk about a topic that is kind of controversial or not many transgender people talk about. And the topic that we're going to talk about today is not being able to have full women's reproductive system. Now, this is a process that a lot of transgender people are going to go through, especially if you're male to female, or if you're the other way around, you're going to be doing the male aspect of it. Now, I have grieved many times over this topic. The one thing you have to understand is it's okay that there's going to become a time where it's going to become too much and you're going to want to just give up. But listen, I am here to help you. So never give up, number one. Number two, if the feeling comes where you feel overwhelmed, like you're never going to have this and you feel bad for yourself, let the emotion come and let you cry over it. Let spilled milk be spilled milk. And then you can deal with it and build and work at, being. You can work at it. Now, I'm not trying to say that this is going to happen overnight or anything, no. Because transgender process does not happen overnight. The grieving process may take a couple of years, and there might be triggers that you have. So, the best thing you can do is you can let yourself feel the emotions, number one. Number two, you can try to minimize the reaction or minimize the trigger that you may have. So, for instance, don't put yourself around all these other females per se. You can hang around with some females that may have already had their organs removed, so you feel a little bit more safe and more normal. You can also talk to some other transgender people. That is a very helpful thing to do. A lot of us transgender people stick together and we actually help one another out, and we love to talk to one another. We are a very interconnected community. So there's a lot of stuff out there in terms of getting help if you need help. There's actually two very good solutions for this. One of them is Trans Women, a group on Facebook. Another one is a group on Facebook called Trans Living, which is for everyone, and Trans Women, which is for only transgender women. Those are two very good groups on Facebook that will show you or give you people to talk to, and you can talk it out and they can talk to you. You can also meet people on Facebook, become friends, talk with them. They will help you. Everybody's going to go through this process of wanting the female organs. Just the other day, I went through the process myself. And I gunctioned up the patience just to say, okay, I'm going to let this happen. I'm just going to, let it happen. Then I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to feel better tomorrow because I'm going to be able to do what I want. Now, that's the best way to deal with not having women's reproductive system, because you have to let yourself feel this way. If you don't let yourself feel the emotion of grieving over the process, then you will never truly get over the process. You'll keep pushing it back until it bottles up inside and you get this anger and you can't let it go, and then all of a sudden it comes out, boom, in other ways, and you end up hurting the friends you love. Now, this is very threatening. So this is why I encourage you to, when it happens, just let it come. Another really good tool that you can use is if you have a loved one or a stuffed animal, you can use that too. Just like my friend over here. He actually comforted me during my grieving process. Having a stuffed animal or somebody to cuddle, or something to cuddle, actually reduces the urge to cry because you have something to hold, and he's nice and soft too. So you have somebody to make you feel better. This is a really good tool and technique I have found to help me. Other techniques I've also found is you can also relieve your anger by beating up on a pillow. Once you beat up on a pillow and you release that anger, you will then start to feel better and start to work through the process. Okay? One thing you got to remember, this is the most important thing, and never forget this, that this is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. There are going to be more than one grieving session that you're going to have. There is going to be more than one time that you're going to feel this way. But it's allowing yourself to feel that and to move on. That's the ticket to getting over this, is grieving, then moving on. And if you feel it, just let yourself cry for the time being, then go on to something happy. If you really love making cards, boom, as soon as you grieve, as soon as you start crying, go make those cards. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. Boom, if you like playing video games, boom, drawing yourself out in a story in a video game, boom, that's a great aspect. If you love to go run, go walk on a treadmill or go outside and go take a run while you feel this way. Whatever you love to do, you can do it while you're grieving, and then that way it'll quicken up the grieving process. Plus, you can take some of your anger, some of your frustration, and put it to good use. Okay? I mean, playing video games might not be good use or anything, but it's phenomenal for transgender people because it gets us to envision ourselves as what we want to be, not what we are. So, for instance, if you play a lot of games like IMVU, that's a great way to kind of, go through the grieving process and put yourself in that game. Because that game, you can be whoever you want. You can be whatever you want, honestly. You could be a unicorn from, that's another cool thing, too. So, these are all helpful hints and tricks that will help you when you have to deal with not having female organs. Now, this is all that... Alright, folks. Thank you for watching. If you could, please give a like and subscribe to my channel. That would be greatly appreciated. I am a brand new YouTuber, and I'm going to keep making videos probably every once a week or twice a week, depending how I feel, because I'm still dealing with my parents, as some of you may know. So, if you could, please give a like or comment or subscribe. And down in the description, down there, are going to be an email address and a phone number if you need somebody to talk to. Then you can, of course, text me and I will get back to you and I will reply and I will try to help you out the best I can.